What in the heck are CVT lessons? Chances are, if you don't know what they are, it's probably because you haven't met me yet or heard me talk about it, because it's something I kind of came up with. Been doing it for, I don't know, good year to a year and a half now, probably a year and a half. And what CVT stands for is Custom Video Tablature Lessons, and what they are is fine, detailed lessons. And let me explain how it works. It's convenient really for a lot of you guys that have, if you don't have Skype or you're real busy and it's hard to have a set day, set time, it's the private lesson vibe in high detail. So for example, there's, and here's how they end up working. Actually, every CVT lesson, one for me, every single one has wound up being someone wanting to learn a certain song. And usually it's the complete song that you guys want, from the beginning to the end. I get these songs dialed in the way the bands are playing them. I transcribe it by ear. I take my time, make sure everything's right for you. I subgroup everything, which is taking things into small pieces. Handwrite the tabs for you, tablature, which is the type of music that it's written in. If you're a guitar player, you probably know what tablature is. If you don't, I could teach you. It's very, very easy. You can actually learn that, you know, on YouTube really. 6 lines represent the strings, the numbers represent the frets, and then your techniques are all notated with certain symbols, which, like I put in the note legend on the tabs when I do my custom video tab lessons, because there are different ways people will notate, say, a bend, or a hammer-on, or a pull-off, or a slide, or vibrato, or pinch harmonic, or natural harmonic. There's just different ways it's written. I think I use kind of one of the more standard ways, but all of it is crystal clear in these CVT lessons. They're custom, meaning if you just want the guitar solo, I just did one for Brian. It was AC/DC Highway to Hell, but it was live in Donington in 1991, and it wasn't the song he wanted. He wanted the guitar solo that Angus Young was doing at the beginning. It was like from 1 second to 32 seconds into the song. It's cool. It's stuff that you know, a lot of times you can't find on the internet, especially from an instruction standpoint. The thing with me is I will dial them in for you. I put them in sections. You know, sections meaning like you'll have your intro, and then you'll have your verse, and then you'll have your pre-chorus, and then your chorus, and then your solo, or your rhythm behind your solo, your bridge. I just give them section names, like section 1, section 2, section 3, and I group them in parentheses. So you'll have section 1, whatever that part is, and then I end it with parentheses, and then just put however many times you need to do it, or I'll use the double dots sometimes. But really, really super easy to follow. One thing I do as well is I'll timestamp it for you, so when I'm working off the video, whether it's a studio version or a live version of something, so we're on the same page, I will you know, put, and for the solos as well, where you are at in the song as far as 33 seconds to 55 seconds. That'll be from here to here. That's written in the tabs. That way you can match it up with the actual song. And then I also shoot a video with it, upload that to YouTube. The tabs, like I said, they're handwritten. Everything's time-stamped, subgrouped for you, and I send those to your email. So then you have your tabs that way, and the accompanying video, which matches up perfectly with the tabs. And like I said, the reference that we use, and I always pull up YouTube for like the actual song, you know, off the album, or if it's the live version, like the AC/DC Highway to Hell one was, live in Donington 91, you know, and the timestamp that I put on your tabs is based off of the YouTube song, so you can know where you're at in the song. Sometimes when something's played really fast, and particularly with the guitar solo, it can be hard to follow. So the feedback I'm getting from my CVT students is you guys are really digging that, having it. What I did when I came up with this concept was I wanted to have it to when you guys were done, you didn't have any questions. And for the most part, they've been like that. I've had a few little questions on things, but that's the thing. If you're a CVT student of mine, you are a student of mine. And you have my cell number, you have my email, and if you have questions after the fact, you guys are a priority because you're considered a paying student. I charge the hourly rate of $59 per hour, a minimum $75 deductible deposit of $75 to get started, and it's paid through my PayPal. It's paid through PayPal.com using my PayPal email, tvxpunk@aol.com. That's an old email I had from my band, so when I opened this, I just kept that same PayPal. And that's really all you need to get going on it. The average song, sometimes it can be difficult to guesstimate. It depends on the length of the song, how many parts are in the song. You know, if it's a Dream Theater thing, you may as well figure it's going to be more expensive, it's going to take more time. You know, if it's Poison, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, it's not going to be. The average song, you figure from 3.5 minutes to 4.5 minutes, tends to run in the $200 range to the $300 range to completion. Sometimes they're more, sometimes they're less. It depends on what you're having me do. I would say the majority of my CVT students want me to do complete songs, and usually they want all the guitar parts. When you listen to a song, you know, when bands go into the recording studio, or if they have multiple guitar players live, sometimes they have, you know, a lot of times they have 2 different guitar parts going on, and it's hard to pick which one you want to do. Usually, you know, you want to get the main one in there, but they are custom. So if you just want the primary guitar that stands out, then that's the one I do. If you want guitar 1, guitar 2, guitar 3, the rhythm behind the solo, which sometimes is different than any other part in the song, then the guitar solo, we just do all of it, and you have all those parts. If you're playing in a band and you want all these parts, you would have them. Or even if you're recording this stuff on your own and you want to put in all the guitar parts, you know, if there's harmonies over the guitar solos, I can get those dialed in for you too. So you pay through PayPal. My PayPal email, tvxpunk@aol.com. It's $59 per hour. Minimum $75 deductible deposit, which I just deduct off the end of it. The average song, 200 to 300 range, depending. You know, but just to give you an idea, because I do have people that ask me, you know, how much would it cost for this song, and then I'm stuck kind of having to go, okay, let me think, you know, and you really don't know sometimes till you get in there. But based off my other CVT lessons, that's kind of been where they're landing, between the 200 and 300 range. I feel like I work pretty quick and definitely accurate. It's what I do when I hear music. I'm a guitar player, I'm a drummer, I'm a piano player, I'm a singer, and I'm a bass player. And so for me, when I hear a song, you know, I can zone in on every little part of it. You know, hi-hat lifts, and you know, the bell off the ride, you know, the guitar harmony, where they're sliding, where they're hammering. It's just normal for me. I can't do a lot of stuff in life, man. But that's one of the things I can do. And you know, throughout my whole life, I've just loved figuring out things. So I've really developed my ear over the years. I mean, I feel like it was pretty developed even in my first year or two of playing. I was just able to hear those things, and now it winds up being, you know, not only is it fun for me, but an advantage for you guys, because I can dial these in for you and get them the way the bands are playing them. Or simplified, CVT, man, custom video tab lessons. If you're interested, hit me up. Mike@rockinguitarlessons.com is my email, and you could email me and give me all the information you want. And once we get going, I'll give you my cell number, and we can communicate that way as well. You can keep tabs on it and see where I'm at. I get right back with you guys. So until next time, Mike Gross, rockinguitarlessons.com. This tutorial about CVT lessons. Now you know what they are. And I also teach privately on Skype, guitar and bass, and my wife teaches vocals. So if that's something you're interested in, hit me up. Until next time, keep rocking, guys.